Well, welcome to our first podcast presented by Bakke Graduate University that develops leaders to become global urban change agents for Christ. And that's why we're here in the city, in Dallas, Texas, in the Arts District, because the purpose of our podcast is to try to give you an insight into some of the things that are going on around the world as it relates to cities, be it business, politics, ministry, whatever happens in the city, we're going to try to bring that to you through these podcasts, so we hope you stay tuned. And there's a controversial initiative going on in Zurich, Switzerland, and we have a reporter in Zurich right now, and I hope you can hear me. Bob, if you can hear me, we're taking it to you.
Yes, Robert, good morning. I can hear you. It's dawn here in Zurich, Switzerland, and this is a great place for us to start our first podcast right here in a city that's full of contradictions. It's one of the oldest cities in the world, and yet it's also one of the most modern. It has a very interesting history and very interesting culture. Juxtaposed to Zurich's immense beauty is a bustling city. It is a high-tech and highly engineered city that's focused on the train system. Public transportation accounts for more than 80% of the transportation in this city, and it's run very efficiently and very well. One of the initiatives here in Zurich is a government initiative that protects something that's right behind me. It's that steeple, the skyline of Zurich that makes Zurich so unique. Well, the government has said and put forth an initiative that would restrict the Muslim mosques from changing that skyline. They don't want the Muslim mosques to, if they are built, to have the identifiable spears. They feel that corrupts the skyline and it corrupts the culture. A small group of young people who oppose this initiative put forth a protest. Well, we met a couple of the protesters, and one of them is just a high school student and the other is a law student. Here's what they have to say about why they want to oppose this government initiative.
It's not about the mosque, but it's only the tower of a mosque, the minaret, that they want to interdict. And they actually only choose this sentence to change it in the constitution to lance a debate about Islamism in Switzerland or the Islam in Switzerland. They call it Islamism because they link it very much to the fundamentalists.
We formed this event to show in the Swiss we have 400,000 Muslim people. That's just a lot, and we want to show them that we as Swiss people actually are on their side. We are not against them. We are accepting their lives.
How exactly do you define freedom of expression? Where does it end? No.
That's a challenge.
Yes.
That's happening in the United States as well.
Of course.
Yes.
Switzerland is great enough for everyone, for every religion on this world. For the Christians, for the Jews, for the Muslims, for the Hindus, just for everyone.
For me, already 30% that will vote in favor of this initiative would be a shame for our country, because it will show that a lot of people are maybe have racistic thoughts or are not aware what is Islam, and they have no understanding at all about Islam. But I'm convinced that the majority of Switzerland will reject this initiative, and it will not change our constitution like this.
Well, we asked both of these protest leaders about their faith in Christ, and here's how they responded.
Christian is an open-minded religion. It's open. It's not. We're not saying that they're not right. We're not saying that they're not right. We can accept the others.
I'm Christian, I'm just because I'm born as a Christian, but I'm not a very pragmatic, I don't practice Christianity so much. I don't go to the church so much just for Christmas maybe, or for weddings.
So how do you know that you're right in your faith?
I can't know
If
it.
they're not wrong, how do you know that you're right?
I can't know that I'm actually no, but I can believe that I'm right.
Okay.
I think we can believe but not know.
should Christians be involved in protests like this? Should Christians stand up in opposition of government initiatives that restrict the rights of Muslims, for instance, or people of other faith? If so, why? And if not, why not? Just go on the blog and answer today's question, this podcast question. We're going to be looking at them. You can look at other people, what other people write. And on the next edition of this podcast, we will be sure to highlight some of the more interesting answers. Okay, that's it for us here in Zurich, so we're going to send it back to you, Robert, in Dallas.
Well, thanks, Bob. We appreciate that report. Hope you're doing well. You look great, by the way, and be sure to stay warm there in Zurich. It's a joke. It makes it seem like we're satellite. They don't know that it's me. Okay. Just never mind. By the way, that report was put in about a week and a half ago, so the initiative has already gone to vote, and the initiative actually passed. So it will be impossible for those who are Muslims who are going to be building their mosques to put up the spears that are so traditional in what you see. Well, there's a new book coming out entitled BAM, Business's Mission. It's a comprehensive guide to business and practice written by Dr. Neal Johnson. He is the foremost thinker on the subject, and we hope to have him on our program very soon. So if you have any questions, be sure to email them to us, and we'll be sure to ask him. On December 27th to the 31st, more than 20,000 are going to converge on St. Louis, Missouri for InterVarsity's conference they call URBANA, a student missions conference that's held just once every 3 years. There's still space available, so if you're interested in attending, just go to urbana.org. Also understand that there's still rooms available and people looking for roommates, so you may even find a friend. But remember, InterVarsity has a strict no pink and blue rule. Unless, of course, you've got one of these, and it's your spouse that you're going to be. What? I was joking. I shouldn't have gone that far. Okay. I thought it was funny. Well, we will be broadcasting from URBANA, so don't forget to pick up our podcasts from there. We'll be updating on what's going on, all the events, and maybe interviewing some very interesting people. Well, that wraps it up for our first podcast. We realized that it was a little bumpy at times, but hey, it's our first try. So we're looking forward to your comments. How can we make it better? What kind of stories should we be covering? And if you have any late-breaking news, be sure to let us know. We'll make sure we cover it. Until next time, on behalf of Bakke Graduate University, we'll see you.
One of the things we're hoping to do with this podcast is make you aware of what's going. One of the things that we're hoping to make is help you make you aware a whole new world at different urban. You go ahead. You're okay. Sorry. Thank you. It would be great if you could give us an intellectual and both.
Yes, the balloons with their different colors.
Hold on. Okay. Thank you. In Sweden.
Actually, yes.
And that the skies of Sweden are free
Switzerland.
Switzerland. Yeah, where am I?
But we've seen as right now.
Okay, hold on. I got to change tapes. It's thoughtful, respectful, and biblical.
The purpose is a comprehensive guide. It's a comprehensive guide to business and practice. A comprehensive guide to business and practice. It's a comprehensive guide to business and practice. A comprehensive guide to business and practice. It's a practical guide to business and comprehensive guide to business and practice. Comprehensive Guide to Business and Practice. It's a comprehensive guide to business and practice written by Dr. Neal Johnson. Written by Dr. Neal C. Johnson. C. Neal Johnson. Dr. Neal C. Johnson. By Dr. Neal C. Johnson. Written by Dr. Neal C. Johnson. It's written by Dr. Neal C. Johnson. Written by Dr. Neal C. Johnson. C. Neal Johnson. I don't know what his name is. Missouri for InterVarsity's Student Mission Conference. Go ahead. Dang it. Here's an, shoot. Dang it. One of the most foremost, dang it. One of the most foremost, it's not most, I'll just stop.